Today the biggest news comes from the South Caucasus. Here Russia's anger has erupted after Azerbaijan, long dismissed as a small neutral state, emerged as one of its most disputive rivals. From gas deals to arms shipments, Baku is quietly dismantling Russia's regional leverage, and the Kremlin's response has turned openly hostile, with a missile strike on the Azerbaijani embassy in Kiev marking a dangerous new stage in their confrontation. The attack happened during a nighttime bombardment on Ukrainian targets, when an Iskander-type missile hit the Azerbaijani diplomatic compound. Moscow claimed it was an accident, but in Baku the strike was seen as deliberate. The Azerbaijani Foreign Ministry summoned Russia's ambassador and handed him a formal protest, while President Ilham Aliyev called Ukraine's Volodymyr Zelensky to condemn what he called a targeted strike. State media in Baku framed the incident as a direct assault on Azerbaijan's sovereignty. For Moscow, this was an outburst, with frustration spilling into action against a country it once treated as a dependent partner. What triggered that reaction runs deeper than a single embassy, as in recent weeks, reports have confirmed that Azerbaijan has quietly sent Su-22 fighter jets to Ukraine through a covert logistics chain running across Turkey, Sudan and Germany. The aircraft originates from Kyiv, a defense enterprise under Azerbaijan's Ministry of Defense Industry, which produces weapons and munitions under Turkish license. Shipments are labeled as humanitarian aid in Gaziantep, shipped to Port Sudan, and then moved to Europe before reaching Ukraine. The same roads that once carried Wagner-linked arms now serve as Ukraine's supply network. For Russia, the embarrassment is twofold, as it loses control over its African sphere and faces the reality that even its smaller neighbors are now contributing to Kiev's war effort. The other reason for Moscow's reaction lies in energy, as Ukraine has received its first Azerbaijani gas through the Trans-Balkan pipeline, a route once dominated by Gazprom. The volumes are small, but the symbolism is enormous. The deal between Naftogaz and Sokar Energy Ukraine marks Kiev's first alternative source since cutting all Russian imports. Naftogaz chief Serekoretsky described it as a strategic step in the start of a long-term cooperation. For Moscow, the move signals that the Turkic bloc of Turkey and Azerbaijan now provides what Russia once controlled, that being fuel for Europe's east and resilience for Ukraine's winter. Across Europe, the pattern is repeating, as Serbia, historically close to Moscow, is preparing new gas contracts with Baku, while US sanctions push Gazprom out of local companies. The European Union has promoted Azerbaijani energy as a substitute for Russian supply, reinforcing a broader shift where Turkey acts as the intermediary and Azerbaijan as the new donor. Even limited contracts limit Russia's influence in the Balkans, and every new pipeline strengthens the idea that Baku, not Moscow, now controls the region's energy future. Back in the South Caucasus, the geopolitical reversal is almost complete, as the Zangezur corridor, linking Azerbaijan through Armenia to Turkey, is reshaping trade routes between Europe and Asia without crossing Russian territory. The project followed Azerbaijan's decisive offensive in Nagorno-Karabakh, which ended the war and exposed Moscow's failure as a peacekeeper. Once seen as the region's stabilizing force, Russia now watches from the sidelines as former clients rewrite the map around it. The corridor is not just a road, it is the physical proof that Moscow's monopoly over Eurasian transit is finished. Overall, Azerbaijan has become the smallest state to inflict the deepest strategic damage on Russia. Through a combination of quiet arms deliveries, gas deals, and bold regional infrastructure, Baku is replacing Moscow's role step by step in Ukraine's airspace, in Europe's energy grid, and across the Caucasus. The strike on its embassy will not intimidate Azerbaijan, as it only exposes a desperate Russia lashing out as its influence crumbles from within its own neighborhood. Today, we are finally launching our new full-scale news analysis tool. Now, instead of just reading individual stories, you can clearly see the broader context behind everything you follow. You can instantly check whether today's coverage leans positive, negative, or neutral, giving you a quick understanding of the overall mood today. You can also identify which regions dominated the news cycle, helping you understand where global attention is concentrated. With keyword analysis, you will uncover the themes and events that shaped the day, showing you which stories truly stood out. And if you want to deepen your understanding of context across time, you can enhance it even further with our AI-powered timeline builder tool. Together, these features give you the fastest and most reliable way to grasp the bigger picture, without being pulled in different directions by scattered headlines. To get access to our statistics and timeline builder tools, check out the link in the description and join our website. Thank you for watching this update, and a special thanks to everyone already following our interactive map.